Hello everyone, it's thomasjujube, and the Ultraman Omega trailer has finally dropped after over a month of waiting and the fandom going slightly insane. I have not seen it yet. I've seen the leaks and stuff, but not the actual official stuff that just dropped, so I'm gonna look at all of it right now. Ultraman? Do you know what that is? Here's the thing we've seen already. Thanks a lot, guys. I've definitely... From the sky. Fell. Who fell? We've seen this. This is all stuff. Ultraman and Alien. We've seen this, guys. Oh.
I can grow larger.
I think I can grow larger. Is that like before he becomes Ultraman? Like he's like, I think I can grow, or something like that. Okay, okay, here we go, new stuff. Actual show look stuff now. Does it have the same color timer? Whoa! Whoa! It's like Ultra Galaxy Fight stuff. Whoa. I'm really digging this design now that we see it in action. Omega. Oh, that's a cool logo. July 5th. Okay, so we got that and probably some other information as well, so I'm gonna go take a look at it and then I'll be right back. So I just went back through and looked at all of the official stuff Tsuburaya has given us about Omega, sorry, I'm so used to saying Arc. As usual, it's just the, just stuff about the main character, the protagonist, and some of the basic equipment stuff, so I'll just go through it. Because there are a few interesting things here. So the main character's name is Sorato Okita, who is Ultraman. There's no host situation this time. He is Omega, and he's gonna have amnesia when they say he falls to Earth, takes an interest in the life forms called humans that he's meeting for the first time, has a cheerful personality, childlike innocence, and awkward speech. But whenever he senses a kaiju's presence, he suddenly demonstrates extraordinary physical abilities, and then over time is going to remember being Ultraman and I guess kaiju names and stuff like that as well. So I think that's a really unique. I don't know if they've ever done that before. I know they've done actual Ultraman hosts and stuff like that before, but I don't know if the amnesiac thing has been done before, and at the very least hasn't been done in a couple years. So I think it's pretty cool to have that. I think that's a really fun little mix-up element, especially from what they're describing his character. Like, he is pre-established. He probably will have an idea of what he's doing as Ultraman, but he's not going to have that in the beginning of the first episode or even the first few episodes because he's amnesiac. Amnesiatic. I don't know what the word there is. So I think that's a really cool direction for this character. I'm really looking forward to that. Something else that's really bizarre is that the actor has the same birthday as me. Not the same year, but the same, like literally the same day. I had to go back and check when I was scrolling the website. I'll link everything that I'm talking about in the description if you want to read it. We also, of course, get to see our equipment, the toys. So the main device is the Omega Slugger, which has a transformed mode, and I actually quite like it. It is partly because it's red, so it gets me in that department, and I think it opened up, it looks really cool. Like, it is classic Ultraman device that kind of looks like nothing, but it's also meant to look like the Slugger, so it's not really nothing, it is something on the suit in a way, and I think that's neat. And I don't think I'm buying it, but it looks cool. And the little gimmick is the Omega Meteor, I think. They're translating it kind of weird, but I think it's supposed to be Meteor. And you can see in the trailer that he like sticks it in to the device. And then, well, actually, he does, I'm rewatching the clip, he does like the slugger thing to summon the device, which is pretty cool. And then he sticks it in the device, yeah, and then it, like, I think when it opens up, you can kind of see the thing he's stuck in. So I assume that's going to change depending on what form he's using at that moment. We'll probably get different colored ones. We also kind of briefly see that it seems like the Ultra Space is returning. For those of you that don't know, that's what has been referred to. I don't know if that's an official term or just a fan term for like the green screen world that an Ultraman protagonist goes into when they're transforming. They stopped that since Blazar, so like 2 years ago. It's really just been 2 seasons. Seems like they're bringing that back. I don't really have a preference either way when they do that, because for Blazar and Decker, like the only difference is we don't get a green screen room when they do that, unless they're in the Ultraman. Actually, I like when they don't cut to that in Ultraman mode, since that's kind of a cool immersive thing to do. But I do wonder, I do really hope with the toys and the changer, they bring back a vocal announcement. I think that's always, I feel like, well, at least with Blazar I kind of get it because it was supposed to be like super alien. With Arc it was kind of boring. I don't really like the Arc toys. These look much cooler. Speaking of looking cooler, the suit, just to give my brief thoughts, I think this is a really cool Ultraman suit. Again, I am biased because my favorite color is red, so giving him a red face looks really cool. My thing is kind of, I know Ultraman kind of likes to stick closer to their normal design aesthetics with the red, silver, maybe some blue instead of red. Like, this does look like a normal Ultraman, but there's the different things with the chest and the red face that I think makes him differentiated, and I'm really looking forward to it. Like, it looks incredible actually finally seeing it in action. I really love the look of this guy. We've also been getting some leaks of the form changes, which I'll put on screen now. I don't know, last year we got the form changes leaked like as I was editing, so we'll see if that happens again this year, but if not, we already have images of what they'll look like, and I think they look pretty cool. I like how they're both kind of different, and the big thing is the Slugger is going to change color, which is, I think, a unique touch. At first I was thinking I wish the face changed color as well, but from the pictures I don't really mind it as much actually, so I'm looking forward to seeing those as actual suits. Couple other things that I just wanted to touch on is, since he's an amnesiac, I do think there's a lot of story like places that they can kind of go. One big thing is in the trailer, there's this one monster that has, I mean, to me, this monster's chest looks like the color timer. Like, almost exactly. I mean, I'm like 99% sure this is the same design. So they're definitely related. This kaiju's related to Omega. So I'm really curious about that. Like, there's a lot of story room we can go from here, having a guy that's gone through all this but just forgot all of it. Another big thing that I'm like, this is my big prediction for this season, is I'm very confident that the final form is going to be something he already has and he's just forgotten about it. Kind of like Ultraman Orb. They were hiding it from us, but it was there already. I think they're going to do something like that again, where the final form's here the whole time, but at least Omega has forgotten about it. And as you kind of saw my reaction earlier too, like there's this one fight scene part where they show him in space, and it looks so incredible. Like, just from a visual perspective, like, that's stuff, again, that's stuff they usually do like a whole mini-series for, but this is like, I mean, the effects in this are even better than the mini-series stuff, and this is the normal season. Like, they're putting this in the first trailer. I'm guessing this is the opening of the show. This fight will probably be what causes him to lose his memories and fall to Earth. At least that's my guess. Like, I mean, you don't do that unless you're opening your show like that, because that looks so cool. I mean, honestly, that's kind of how I'm thinking of this show right now. Like, it just looks really cool, from the suit to the basic storyline we've got right now. I'm looking forward to seeing what the attack team is going to be like. Obviously, we'll get more cast information on them over time in the next few months. So if you want to hear my thoughts on Blazar and Arc, make sure you check out my individual season reviews on those, which I've done. And make sure you subscribe for my future thoughts on Ultraman Omega. I will be reviewing the show, first episode, and all the other episodes once they came out, and you don't want to miss it. And I hope to see you next time.